We'd be willing to bet that when you think of Iowa, this is what you imagine. However, this is also Iowa. In this episode, we hope to show you another side of this beautiful state. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and this week we are in a beautiful section of northwest Iowa known as Iowa's Great Lakes. So stay tuned. This episode of Grand Adventure is sponsored by The Dirt Pro. Find the campsite that's right for you, either on the web or in their #1 ranked mobile apps. Get extra features and functionality with an annual membership to The Dirt Pro. Try it all for free for 30 days with the promo code Grand Adventure. For our visit to Iowa Great Lakes, we're camping at Browns Park South, a wonderful small county campground that's admittedly just 2 miles across the border in Jackson County, Minnesota. It's one of 4 Jackson County campgrounds located here within a mile or so of one another. Dry camping costs $15 per night, while water and electric sites cost $20, and 4 full hookup sites are available for $25 per night. After 3 straight months of boondocking, and a few weeks on partial hookups en route to Iowa, we've opted for the full shebang this week. It's a pleasure to enjoy the first long, uninterrupted hot showers that we've been able to take in a good long time. Our campground is sandwiched between Pearl Lake on one side and Loon Lake on the other, 2 of the many lakes that dot the landscape here. The county has placed small fishing piers on each of the 2 lakes, and Zoe and I have taken to visiting the one on Pearl Lake most evenings after work to relax in the tranquil views and watch the fish jump. Our weather this week in mid-August has been variable and largely unsettled. Frequent afternoon showers and thunderstorms have stymied any plans for after-work kayaking sessions. Of course, it wouldn't be the Midwest without a severe thunderstorm warning. doesn't like to save money while camping? Our video sponsor, The Dirt Pro, offers discounts of up to 40% at over 1,000 campgrounds all across the U.S. and up to 30% off select outdoor brands. Get a free 30-day trial of all of The Dirt's Pro features just for being a grand adventurer, including not only these discounts, but also campsite directories, trip planning, and public land and cell service map layers, just by using the promo code GRANDADVENTURE. So what do you have to lose? Click the link below in the video description to try the Dirt Pro for free today. Now that we've shared our camp with you, let's get out and explore Iowa Great Lakes. This is a major summer tourism area. As you may observe here on the map, there's a plethora of lakes along the Iowa-Minnesota border surrounding the towns of Spirit Lake and Okoboji. There are 7 large lakes in the region and many smaller ponds, formed 13,500 years ago by the Des Moines Lobe ice sheet as it pressed southward into Iowa. In many places, driving down a road passes one lake on the left and a completely different lake on the right. For the life of me, I have no idea how Zoe finds this position to be comfortable while we're driving around. But hey, to each his or her own. The town of Spirit Lake is surrounded by Big Spirit Lake to the north and East Okoboji Lake to the east. The small downtown is absolutely adorable. On the outskirts of town, it's home to the headquarters of both Victory and Indian Motorcycles. Big Spirit Lake is the largest lake in Iowa. Its name harkens back to the Dakota Sioux, who referred to it as the Lake of the Spirit. The Sioux used this area not for settlement, but for recreation and hunting. Nevertheless, early white settlers found themselves in frequent conflict with the Sioux, culminating in the Spirit Lake Massacre of 1857, a revenge killing that resulted in the deaths of 35 to 40 white settlers as the last Native American attack on settlers in Iowa. Thanks to both its size and its depth, Okoboji Lake sees the lion's share of boating and water activity around here. It's divided by a narrow strait into East and West Lakes. The town of Okoboji sits along the eastern shore of West Okoboji Lake, Iowa's second largest lake. The lakeshore here is dotted with numerous marinas and dockside bars and restaurants. A few minor changes, including the bread, would greatly improve this soft-shell crab sandwich at Snappers. Still, this nevertheless hits the spot. Also on the eastern shore of West Okoboji Lake is Arnold's Park. It's home to a historic amusement park of the same name. Its Legend roller coaster, which carried its first riders in 1927, is believed to be the 13th oldest wooden roller coaster in the U.S. The Coney Island-style dance hall here has hosted the likes of Jerry Lee Lewis, the Everly Brothers, the Guess Who, and even Johnny Cash. It's said that this was the first place that B.J. Thomas's backup band rehearsed Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. We're all about sampling local beer and local food whenever possible. I found a local Iowa farmer selling this sweet corn roadside, picked that very morning. I'm not exaggerating one bit when I say that hands down, this Iowa corn is the best that I've ever had. We've paired it with a ribeye steak and gnocchi Florentine, just because I had to have something Italian on the plate. We truly hope that you've enjoyed visiting this beautiful area of northwestern Iowa and southwestern Minnesota with us. If you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, coming up next week, we're going to be stopping one more time in the state of Iowa before we head out of state. So now is the time for you to go hit that little red subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a Grand Adventure that we air every Wednesday evening. It is extremely important to us that if you like this episode, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, you're going to find the comment section, and we always love to hear from you after every Grand Adventure. Finally, we would be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next week, please remember life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.